Leaves. You see them all over trees, everywhere. Have you ever noticed those round brown things on them? Well, next time you're by an oak tree, take a closer look at the leaves. Especially this autumn, these tannish brown blueberry-sized things were everywhere.
Do you know what they are?
No, I do not.
Do you know what they are?
Kind of like eggs or something.
I have not.
You've never seen them before?
No.
Do you know what they are?
Nope.
Insect galls are these amazing structures that insects force plants to make for them. Insect galls are all plant material, okay, that the insect causes the plant to make. And it's as if the insect causes the plant to make a very, very small studio apartment. And you think of it this way, the insects eat the walls of their studio apartment, and those walls are continually rebuilt, refurnished. You can see that there is an inner chamber, and that's usually where the food is lined, and the insect lived inside that. And then there's other stuff that is outside of it, and that's where a lot of the variation comes in.
Insects create galls on different kinds of plants all over the world. Some are relatively harmless and change the appearance of plants, causing little effect on the plant's health.
The most prevalent galls in the United States are those on oak trees, and so these galls then provide food and shelter for the insect, but they have an adverse effect on plants and reduction in acorn production on chestnuts.
Insects make galls by secreting chemicals onto their host plants. Various kinds of insects do this differently.
As soon as, say, an insect lays an egg, the egg fluids cause cellular destruction or lysis, and it starts very early altering those cells. Also, then once those eggs hatch, then there's mechanical activity of the larvae as it starts to grow and feed.
Different insects attack different plants, and each combination of an insect and a plant results in a different kind of gall. No one has ever determined how a gall is made by an insect. Since so many different insects can do it, we figure there's probably some common technique or trick they have to do it, but we don't know what it is.
Jack Schultz in Heidi Appel's lab works to study how insects force the plants to make galls.
Galling insects are really tiny, and in most cases, they're out for only a couple days of the year, inserting something into leaves or stems.
But researching galls is no easy task. So instead of figuring out how insects make galls, the Schultz Appel lab has a different approach.
Instead of going after the insect signal first, we've gone after the plant response and asked the plant, how are you different in early stages of galling after you've been attacked? And what we're finding is that the genes are different in a leaf compared to an early stage gall in a leaf.
The Schultz Appel lab will continue to study how the galling insect changes genes in leaves to show more clearly how this insect pest creates galls.